Welcome to week 4. Uh, this week was a little better than last week, although I ended up a little bit in the negative. What saved me was the Ionis anytime touchdown pick on Monday Night Football. So made a little money there. Lost money on so I came in with $50 in my account. I'm down money on the season. Let's just say that. But head for the week, down for the season. But this is a new week, and I feel like it's going to be a little more consistent, I think. So hope everybody's doing well today. I was told I need to be a little more upbeat, so I'm trying to do that. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Okay, let's on to the games. First game up, Dallas Cowboys versus the New York Giants on Thursday Night Football. I've handicapped the game at 21.6 for the Cowboys and 16.4 for the Giants. If you do bet this, I think the current line's 4.5. I do like Dallas. Typically they have dominated the Giants. Dallas is probably not quite as strong as last year, but I would lean toward definitely take the Cowboys in this. Ideally, maybe put it in a teaser. It's at 4.5 now. Next game up, Cincinnati versus Cincinnati Bengals, 19.8 handicap, Carolina 19.1. I'm feeling this could possibly be an upset. Cincinnati's not been playing the best football. They got beat by a Commanders team. I thought it's kind of not a very good team on Monday night. It's week to week. It's hard to say. All right, New Orleans at Atlanta. New Orleans 21.6. Atlanta 16.6. Definitely leaning toward the New Orleans side. This is a game I don't want to bet. It's a division game. It's a tough one. But if you're going to bet it, I would take New Orleans. Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Houston Texans. I've handicapped the game. Jaguars 21.7 to Houston 34.4. I feel like this is a good spot for the Texans. Good bounce back spot for them. Jags look really bad against the Buffalo Bills on Monday night. So I would lean, if you're going to bet it, I would take the Texans. Minnesota Green Bay. 19.4 handicap the game for Minnesota. And Green Bay 19.5. And I wouldn't touch this game. It's a division game. These teams always play each other tough. I wouldn't touch it. And on to my next game. Pittsburgh Steelers at the Indianapolis Colts. I do like this. I do like the Steelers. I got a handicap of 19.1 to 16.4. Feel Pittsburgh played a good game, is what I saw when I was watching the games this Sunday. Indianapolis did not deserve to win. They beat a Bears team that's not very good. I do like this as a money pick. Currently, Pittsburgh Steelers are 1.5. I would take that 1.5. If you can grab it now, I would grab it. I wouldn't say it was a college fund bet, but I would put some money on it. $25, $50, whatever your risk level is. Next game up, LA Rams at the Chicago Bears. We've got the Rams 17.5 to the Chicago 18.6. The safe play here, if you play it, and I'm debating whether I'm going to play it or not. Take the Rams to plus 2.5, or maybe on the money line plus 132. I feel the Rams are a better team than the Bears. They do have that long handicap of traveling over to Chicago. I don't know if I would touch it. I mean, it's up to whatever your risk level is. I wouldn't touch it. Next game up, New England 15.3 to San Francisco 20.9. I do see the spread on this, I believe, is San Francisco favored by 10. That's really tempting to jump on that New England side, plus 10 points. I personally don't think I'm going to touch it. Okay, on to the next game. Washington Commanders at the Arizona Cardinals. I handicapped the game 15.6 for Washington, 25.1 for the Arizona Cardinals. And this is one of the bigger differences in the scores this week. 10 points. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to touch it. It's hard to say what we're going to get. I think the Cardinals defense isn't great, but they are at home. Good spot for Arizona. All right, next game up, Kansas City Chargers. Sorry, Kansas City Chiefs at the LA Chargers. Kansas City 24, LA Chargers 17.8 is what I came up with. This is a division game. I think the current point spread I saw was 7.5 Chiefs. Yeah, if you're going to play it, I would jump on the Chargers side and take the plus points. I believe the Chiefs win this game, but they haven't been covering point spreads. So I would bet this one with caution. Cleveland, Las Vegas Raiders. Got 16.8 for Cleveland, 15.5 for Las Vegas. I personally won't bet this game. It's a shit show, whatever you want to call it. It's too close to call. Both teams not been playing good football. All right, on the Sunday night game, Buffalo at Baltimore. I've handicapped this at 22.5 and Baltimore at 22.1. I personally lean the Buffalo side. I feel Buffalo wins this 3 to 7 points. Buffalo is playing some great football. Baltimore is not having the best start. This is going to be an interesting game. May turn into a big shootout, or maybe it's low scoring. It's hard to say, man. I don't know what we're going to get sometimes on these games. It's hard to read them. All right, Monday Night Football. Tennessee Titans at the Miami Dolphins. I got Tennessee 15 points, Miami 17.4. I'm not going to touch this game. Both teams are once again a shit show. I don't like it. Don't bet it, please. All right, last Monday night game, 8:15 start. Seattle at Detroit. I got Seattle 18.3 to Detroit 23.3. I'm not sure what the current spread on this game is. If it's 4.5, I'd stay away from it. It's probably a field goal game kind of game. So that's what I got for the week. I'm going to try to do a player props video later in the week when our lines are up. But I do like, there's a couple teasers I like. I do like putting the Cowboys on a teaser. Now the one I did, and I don't know if it's going to hit. Take the Steelers and make it a -7 Steelers. And what was the other team? Baltimore. Buffalo. But it takes the lines up to Buffalo 5.5 points, and the Steelers have to win at 8.5. And I kind of think what I'm thinking is the Colts are going to self-destruct again, and those two or three turnovers they had last Sunday are going to turn in maybe Pittsburgh Steelers touchdowns. So I'm thinking Pittsburgh's going to win by 10. Baltimore or in the Buffalo game, it's definitely a harder read. Buffalo, I think, can win this game by a touchdown, maybe more. They looked really dominant against the Jacksonville team. I think that's not that good, though. Baltimore is definitely a better team. Buffalo had it clicking Monday night, putting up 47 points. So let's see if there's anything else I'm thinking about for the week. One bet I would take, maybe look at. I like this one, taking the Bills at the plus 1.5 points, or the Bills on the money line. Bills, I think, are just playing great football. Baltimore's playing some good football, but I think they're not finishing games always. They have a tendency to play lazy. They get a lead and then they back off. So I think they may come back to haunt them against a Bills team that's very, very good. So anyhow, that's it for the week. It's it for my picks for this week. And later in the week, I will try to put a player prop up. All right. Hope everybody has a good week. And let's get those Benjamins.